Hi there. Do you know how much harm we are doing to our own self by that constant act of complaining? So when life is challenging or when things are not going according to our wish, someone is not behaving according to our will, we start complaining. So it is too hot today, it is too cold today, it is too windy today, and we start complaining. We met a traffic jam and we are complaining. The flight got delayed, we are complaining. The food served in the restaurant is not hot enough, not yummy enough, we are complaining. The kid is not obeying. The boss has overburdened me and I am complaining. The Indian cricket team did not win and I am complaining. So complaining and constantly, continuously complaining. See, once in a while it is okay to complain. But when we think we are relieving our stress by the act of complaining, it is our big time mistake. No, it is not doing that. When continuous complaining becomes our go-to coping mechanism all the time, we are doing a lot of harm to ourselves. Let's see how. So in one of those studies in Stanford University, it has been found that someone who engages continuously in complaining, the act of complaining, there is a release of stress hormone in their brain, and that stress hormone is called cortisol. And because of that, it affects the hippocampus part of our brain, which is responsible for intelligent thinking and problem-solving functions. And hence, to keep it simple, when we are engaging into this continuous act of complaining, we are doing damage to our brain's health. Yes. So our problem-solving ability reduces. We might also have memory loss. We have that feeling of unhappiness, anxiety, and hence depression. We might be feeling dissatisfied and we lose peace. We lose the control over our life. We feel victim. And this could also lead to insomnia, dear friends. And not only this brain's health, the continuous act of complaining is also increasing our blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, and it increases the risk of heart diseases, dear friends. And not only this, when we are complaining again and again, we are actually reliving that painful moment again and again. And we are not only doing harm to ourselves, we are also spreading negativity all around. And something strange. Have you ever noticed when you walk up to a group which is already engaged in complaining, after a few moments, you're also ready with your set of complaints? Yes, it happens. So either you are complaining or you are listening to complaining, you are damaging yourself equally. The damage is guaranteed. Doing or listening, the damage is guaranteed. And why does this happen? This happens because our brains unconsciously, they try to mimic the moods of people we are surrounded with. And this is exactly what happens in the music festivals. So looking at the vibes of all those people who are enjoying and feeling that bliss, we also start feeling the bliss. This is called neuronal mirroring of the moods. And hence, when we are surrounded by someone who is a chronic complainer, we tend to become a complainer too. So what do? Think about this. Suppose someone is smoking. Would you continue sitting there? No, right? You'll get up and walk away, right? Similarly, when someone is complaining constantly around you, get up and walk away. As simple as that. Stay away from chronic complainers. If there is a need to complain, always remember our complaints should be solution oriented. So suppose my child has been procrastinating recently, I need to complain because I need to find a solution for this. I need to complain to my child. Now, how do we complain? That is also a trick. So when we complain, we should make it a sandwich, like a sandwich. So, start with a positive point, launch your complaint in between, and then end with a positive point once again. So for example, my child, he is not actively participating in his academic activity or sports activity, and I have been noticing that he has become lazy of late, whereas he had been performing really well earlier. So what I will do is, I'll go to him and say, listen, you have been performing so well in academics and all the extracurricular activities. You are such a brilliant child and you know that yourself too. But of late, you have become lazy. You have been procrastinating, and that has been affecting your academics as well as other activities too. Don't you want to think about it? Yes, you need to think about it, my dear child, because I want you to be performing and giving your best efforts in academics and the activities too. So, I launched my complaint in between those two positive points. Also, we need to feel gratitude. We need to switch those have to with get to. Let me present before you an example. I'm complaining, I have to cook food daily. I have to cook food daily. I have to daily go across this traffic jam. And try switching those have to with get to. And look at this, how it looks. I get to cook daily. I get to experience traffic jam daily. And look at it, how the meaning changes. I get to cook for my family, and so I'm blessed with a family. I get to experience the traffic jam because I'm moving out for my work, and so I'm blessed enough to have work in my life. And next would be to realize what do you have control on and what is out of your control. So for example, I'm complaining, it is too cold and I hate this cold weather. So what can I do about it? I can obviously wrap myself in warm clothes, have hot coffee, and keep myself warm. Stay indoors. Take responsibility. When something is under our control, let us take an action. And for example, the national team that you had always wanted to win lost the match. Now you have got no role to play there. Accept it. Earthquake happened. Accept it. You cannot do anything about it. Pandemic happened. Yes, we need to accept the fact that pandemic happened all over the world and it affected lots of lives. But what we can do at our end is we can be responsible citizens and maintain that social distancing, sanitize and avoid going to public places until and unless it is very necessary. We can be responsible citizens of the planet. So knowing what is in my control, taking that action, and what is out of control, accepting it. And another way would be, whenever such thought is entering your mind, be watchful and immediately show a stop sign to it. Interrupt that thought right at that moment. You have to imagine yourself holding that stop sign board to your thought. Challenge yourself not to complain. And something interesting that you can do is wearing an elastic band out here in the wrist. So every time you're complaining, pull out that band and wear it in the other hand. So that way, when we are integrating a physical activity with that thought process, we come to realize, oh yes, I have been complaining many times. So next time when you think of complaining, think about it. Take a pause. The world has been changed not by people who complain, but by people who found the solutions to the problems. hence brought about a positive, beautiful change in the lives of people around. Be one of them. Alright, so with that I say a bye and take care all of you. Stay happy, stay safe and take pride in your existence. Be proud of yourself.